So, Jason Morgan, thank you so much for joining us today. And tell me a little bit about how Original Chop Shop got started.
Yes, original Chop Shop started in 2013. A husband and wife, Ryan and Caitlin Jocque, started the business in Scottsdale, Arizona. The story is they got tired of eating Chipotle every day, and so they decided that they would hire a chef and they'd build a menu. And if no one came but themselves and their friends, they'd be happy about it. And they opened the first shop, and business line was out the door, and it just went from there.
Would you say it's a salad concept or would you say sandwich? Because we have you categorized as sandwich, but it's really both.
No, it's actually, I'd say neither one of those is how I would describe it, believe it or not. So we are about 35% of our mix is protein bowls. So we have six different protein bowls on the menu that come with your choice of a couple of bases, things like vegetables, mixed vegetables, greens, brown rice, soon to be jasmine rice, soon to be cauliflower rice. And then we top that with chicken, steak, tofu, or shrimp with different toppings. And unlike sort of a Chipotle where you're walking the line, we do all this in the kitchen. So it's highly modifiable, but you order at the counter, a little more hospitality in our service model, and then we bring that food to the table for you. But we also do sandwiches, and we also do, we call them chops, our salads. And another key component of our brand is we have fresh squeezed juice. We have acai bowls. Believe it or not, the acai bowl is the number five seller on our menu. And
Really?
so we start in the morning at 7 o'clock with breakfast, and we go all the way to 9 o'clock in most shops. So we like to say we have 5 day parts: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and catering. And so we maximize the use of our box.
And what would you say is the biggest day part? What's the ratio of sales among them?
Yeah, lunches are around 45%, and then dinner is around 20%, and then breakfast and snacks sort of make out the rest. We do about just under 9% catering for the brand, and so we got a pretty big catering component as well.
So this is fast casual, and you have, I think, 23 units now.
We do number 24 opens in about 2 weeks in Fort Worth. And then we have two more stores opening in September as well, one in the Woodlands outside of Houston and one in Alpharetta outside of Atlanta. We have two additional stores planned for the first quarter of 2025, one in College Station near Texas A&M's campus, and then one in Central Phoenix where we already have 9 locations in Phoenix, but it's a gap in the market for us. So we're excited about getting that one open.
So you're operating, it's Arizona, Texas, and Georgia right now, right?
That's correct. We're in four major cities, Phoenix, Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, and then we just opened a location in Tucson as well. So we have a little satellite to Phoenix there.
And this is a franchise brand. So what's the ratio of company to franchise at this point?
Yeah, no, all company-owned stores. So we
Oh,
we are doing this all with corporate money and company-owned stores. Where we like our return profile, and we like holding the brand and the culture close. And the plan for really the future is to keep building company-owned stores.
so you're not going to franchise.
No, no. What's interesting is that in a lot of these lists, we're one of the few company-owned models that makes these lists like your Future 50. If you go down that list, most of these folks are franchise locations that are growing maybe a little bit faster than we are, but using other people's money. We are entirely company-owned and plan to be that way for the future.
We're seeing, especially in the salad space, a lot of commissary sort of models. Is that what you guys are doing as well? Or you have a pretty diversified menu, so there's a lot of cooking going on in your stores. Is that right?
Yeah, so what also makes us very different is that unlike a lot of brands these days that are singularly focused on one item, like I sell hot chicken or I sell a salad or I sell juice, our menu is pretty diverse. We've got 50 plus items on the menu that we are pretty much making from scratch every day. We're cutting, dicing, chopping everything in the store. Thus the name Chop Shop. And we're making all of our dressings from scratch in the store, all the sauces from scratch in the store. We've talked about commissaries. We're not sure we're at a scale or size enough scale to make that happen. And we also worry a little bit that we lose a little bit of the quality and the freshness if we go the commissary route. It would save a lot of money in labor, but we just haven't made that choice to move that direction.
So tell me a little bit about your growth plans. I think you opened three last year. Is that right?
That sounds right. Yep.
And so what are you
And
thinking for this year and going forward?
so this year will be four in total. We'll do the Tucson store, which opened a couple of months ago, and then Fort Worth will be opening here in 2 weeks, and then Alpharetta, the Woodlands, and then we'll do 2 to 4 next year. We have the two College Station and in Central Phoenix planned. Those are leases signed. We're working on those as we speak. And then we have two sort of undefined locations that will probably fall into either Dallas, Houston, or Phoenix to continue building out those markets.
Okay, great. Jason, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.